My DIY sci-fi film needs background props, and you don't need a graphic design degree to make an easy beer label. So what I'm doing today is designing a beer label, because I want the apartment to be scattered with all sorts of drinks, cans, foodstuffs, stuff that lies around in an apartment to make it look used and lived in. So I've already designed one beer label, and I'm gonna go through the process with you designing a new one. So what we do, first of all, I'm using Photoscape X, which is a free photo editing software, which I absolutely love using. The free version already has a lot of tools and things you can use to get creative. The full version only costs like 40 euros, but I've been too cheap to buy it yet. It has even more cool stuff, obviously, but so far I'm getting along with the free version quite well. Alright, time to go to the internet. I've already typed in beer label. I'm just gonna find some inspiration. What we are looking for first and foremost is the shape of the label. With the last one I used this, it's not an oval shape because in the middle it's straight lines. I don't know what it's called, what you call that kind of shape. I really like that shape, but I think we'll have to think of something else for the next one. See, these ones are also very cool because they look it says vintage. All of these shapes I like a lot, and they are very realistic. So I'm actually gonna visit that page. It's a stock image which we need to buy, but since it's only used as an inspiration, I'm just gonna steal it by making a screen capture of it. Ooh, that is probably illegal. And I think that should even be enough for the inspirational part, because I like the shape, I like the colors. I'm probably gonna go for one of these combinations, reddish, beige, what is it, eggshell, whatever. I think this looks like a standard beer label. Yeah. Alright, so what we're going to do now is we're going to start with a blank project sheet. I'm going to use a preset, which is the biggest one I can get, because it's always easier to take the biggest image and make it smaller without losing a lot of quality than it is to make a small image larger, because you're always losing quality and you are mad. So, large image, I'm going to crop it into a shape that closely resembles what I'm going for, which is, let's open this in a different tab. I'm going to go for this shape and this color scheme as well. So, we do not have to be all that mathematical about anything. It's a prop in the background. We do not have to be all that detailed, but I still like doing it because it's a fun process. So we got all these shapes. Luckily, we already have a rectangle shape. We can form it however we like. It somehow has this outer glow from my last project. I'm going to turn that off. And we got the color. I don't like the color. Obviously, we're going to go with a beigey eggshell, brownish, ivory. I can't tell those colors apart. I'm just trying to sound smart. I'm just going to go for this one. We are using a green bottle, and the label needs to stand out a bit. So now we have the opportunity to shape these edges, make them rounder as we go. And again, we can be really particular about it and measure it out. Obviously, this is a rectangle. It's higher than it is wider. We could measure out. This is probably 1/3 curvature, 1/3 straight line, 1/3 curvature. I don't think we need to be that particular about it, but you can if you want to. We'll make it a little bit rounder, maybe go up to 60, there you go. And then make it more rectangular, so more, stretch it a bit more in this direction. Yeah. Now again, we could go for the golden ratio and make it, whatever, I'm not getting into that now. If it looks good for us now, that's all we need. We're gonna give it an outline. As I said, that was the plan, that was the idea. We're gonna go with the reddish color scheme, maybe a little bit more into the orange. What is this? Do I like it? I don't know. Let's make the outline thicker and see. No, I do not like it. I think we should go with a little bit into the pink direction. This looks good. Let's make it 15. Yeah, I'm making the outlines a bit thicker. I think I'm happy with that. You need to be able to see it. The problem is, I'll be the one cutting it out, cutting the shape out in the end and sticking it on the bottle. If I have a really thin outline and I cut into it, then there's hardly any outline left, so I'm gonna make it a little bit thicker, which makes it look a little bit more plump, but in this case I don't give a schloot. Next shape. Nope, wrong color, mate. Because we want to go with, I'm just gonna pick some brown tone, which, ugh, that's disgusting. First of all, we're gonna change the roundness to the same roundness we already have. We're gonna change the size, obviously. Just, again, be mathematical about it if you want to. You can mark on your screen, you can measure it on your screen, or you can count the pixels between the edges and get it exactly right, or you can just, eyeball it like I did, and I mean, that's alright. Yeah, now let's change the color, because I fucking hate this one. The good thing about this, it has a lot of color palettes, which is nice, good to pick from. I picked this one, I hate it, but maybe I take this one. If you go to the color wheel here now, it already has your color picked out, and now you can just choose to make it darker or lighter. That is looking much better. I'm not sure if it's clashing with the red yet, but let's work on it. For now, we're gonna leave it. I just changed the size on that, fuck. Yeah, you have to be really careful not to move shit around. Maybe I ought to change this to a lighter one, maybe? Yeah, maybe here. Cool. Alright. With this one, the thickness, I want it a bit thinner. Like 6 is good. Cool. Got the first 2 lines. Let's copy that inner line one more time. Because, like this one, I want the writing around it in between those lines. So, good thing is we can just select it, duplicate it, and now we can push it wherever we want to have it. Now what we need to look out for now is that we're not losing too much space inside. So the writing outside, I love it, and I do want to have it in there, but it can be small. Now that looks a little bit weird for now, but I think we are good. Check this out, by the way. Check out the hand that I got selected. You can use that as a measurement tool as well. The hand fits into the space between these 2 lines. It has 2 pixels left and right. On this side, I have 3, I think. No. 1, Yeah, I have 3 pixels there, so that's all right. And here, you know, you make your own measurements. You make your own. You eyeball it. You do whatever you feel is right. Okay. Deselect. How does it look? No, the top needs to come down a bit. Not you. Yeah. How do you feel? No. Not good. This one. Yeah, this is a bit... What I also have is a... Where is it? I have a ruler, which I am literally holding up to the screen right now. Guess how far this is apart? It's exactly 1 centimeter. That one is the same. That one, top one is... So I just measured that one. Top one is 1 centimeter. Look at my eyeballing. Oh my god, it's perfect. It's pretty much perfect. Don't fucking believe it. Alright, now, do we get into the writing quite yet? I mean, we don't have to. But I do want to, because it is important to see. I'm just gonna write in some random letters, because we have to curve it now. I'm not sure. Transform. I'm not sure this program can do what I'm looking for. What is that? Arch. That is not at all what I'm looking for, is it? Let's select it. And maybe... I mean... no. It's not what I'm looking for. It works, kind of. But obviously what I'm looking for is... I mean, this A up here, it should be standing up straight, right? As should the V at the end. Should be tilted 90 degrees. This is just on a slant, on an angle, which that's not what I'm going for at all. I mean, the good thing is I can adjust the angle overall, but that is not what I'm looking for. Maybe arc. That looks more like it. But also not? I have to play around with this a little bit, because I'm not sure this program knows what I want it to do. Or maybe I'm too stupid to give it the right instructions, because this is not working at all. We're getting there. The bottom, look, the bottom curvature looks good, but the top is completely off. Oh, look at that. We can change the inner radius to match the outer radius. That is what I'm looking for. That is what I'm looking for. Isn't it? 45 degrees is what I need, right? That can't be. What is this? What kind of angle is this? Let's try 45. Oh yeah, 45 has to be right, come on. That looks kind of like what I'm going for. Yeah. Cool. Now all we need to do is change the size of the writing. Oh, fuck. Yeah, that works. Cool. Glad I figured that out. Oh man, this is tough to figure out. I'll figure that out later on. I need a name for the beer. Inspiration maybe? Vintage recipe, traditional lager, original beer. That is just, I mean, Yeah, it's a template, right? It's just a characterless name. Light, original beer, vintage, premium ale. What I've done with my previous designs, and you might be wondering why I used Chinese. Is it Chinese? I think it's Chinese writing. Well, in the world I'm creating, it's all of the languages, all of the writing, all of the cultures have come together in a big melting pot, and everything is mixed up and everything is shared. And yeah, so there's different languages, different writings, everyone speaks everything. Because I'm completely free in designing and naming and labeling my products, I can name this however the fuck I like. So this one, the beer I made before, I named it after my friend. This is his face. I face swapped it onto a template. The face swap did something weird with his hair, but from far away it doesn't really matter. I didn't care to fix it. So, I'm gonna do the same thing again. I'm not gonna use an image this time, but I am gonna name it after one of my friends or family members. Who do we have? I know something great. So we're gonna make this a German beer, and I already love the font. It already gives me Brauhaus vibes. And with the umlauts, that's gonna be perfect to sell it as a German beer. So Brüning is the last name of a friend of mine who's probably gonna appreciate me doing this. Okay. Speaking of, shout out to his Instagram. Go check it out. He's a photographer. Alright. Got distracted. Brüningbräu. Now, we're gonna not give a shit about the color for now, because what I do want to do is they have this cool band wrapped around the label. I don't want to copy it exactly, but let's see if we find something similar. So we have, up here we have stickers, which means, what does that mean? Did something happen? Oh yeah. See, like clip art. Never used that before. Ridiculous. You can put in your own images, obviously, which is always good and often needed. We just did the text, which, no, we don't need another one. We do need a figure. And what we probably have to do is shape something ourselves. So we take a shape that looks like something we can use, and then we will just adjust it, add to it, or take away what we need. Arrows, no. Speech bubbles, things like these are useful. They would be good for the beer lids. I'd need the pro version for it, so I'll just have to do it myself. This kind of stuff is always nice. Whatever that shit this is, I'm never going to use that. We're going to stick with one of these forms. What are we thinking? This one looks premium. What I'm going to do is kick the outline, fill it with a different color. Let's go with the red one. Does that make sense? It doesn't. I do not like it. Click this one if you want to change the aspect ratio. So, that looks awful. We're not going to go with that at all. I think we might have to make our own. I have a problem. Well, we can't do that then. Well, turns out my plan is not going to work out. I'm going to have to do something else. Alright, unconventional. I have got this folder here, which I have linked up to a page that gives me free PNG vector images with a free background. Look at all the stuff I've been looking up. Bandana. Is that how you spell that? It's not actually what I'm looking for, is it? It's a banner. Not the bandana. It's a banner. Yeah, look at that. Look at these. Look at that premium stuff. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. It's gold. See, yeah, let's just get through this. I think that's a fair deal. You have to watch one ad, but then you can download all of this shit for free. Brilliant. Look at this. It's too cliche for me, to be honest, but I might just end up using it. Oh no, it's nah. Too cliche. Look at this. Also very cliche, but that might work actually. I'm just gonna try it. Download. Verify human and download. Yes, sir. I certainly am a human. I'll have to rename it. Oh, come on. Let's see. Now, if we go to image and we... Oh my goodness. And we import this. Haha. The issue we have now is obviously we only need one of the banners. Which one are we going to go for? I'm gonna go with this one, the bottom one. I have to get rid of the other ones. Unfortunately, I can't just cut them out. I don't think. Nope. What I can do, and in this case I have to do, is I'm gonna have to mask it out. So, everything I'm gonna mask now. Can we make that bigger and harder? Yes. So, I'm gonna mask all this stuff out. All these top banners, I'm gonna mask them out completely. And then I hit apply, and they're gone. They're still there, but they're just invisible. So I can just use this banner now, which in retrospect, yeah, it's good. It's cliche. It's a bit kitschy. It's good. Let's have it hang over the sides a bit. Let's break the barriers a bit. I like that. Yeah, look at that. Alright. Cool. Let's take the writing. Put that on top again, obviously. Transform it again. Which one did we use? Arc. Is that right? I think this is what we need. Right? I think. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, it's arching a bit too much. Yeah. I have to tell you guys, this already looks pretty professional. What do you think? Maybe stretch it a bit more. Make it a bit. Yeah. Look at that. Problem is, I'll put it down a bit. Yeah. Look at that. Look at that. That looks like a fucking beer label. I do think this was a bad idea. Cool. Now, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna take the outer shape again. The outline, I want it to be the same color as this, just to give it an overall same look. Perfect. Alright. Boining boy. Already love it. Cool. Let's give it a time stamp. I also like the shape around here. We can do the same thing. The time this plays in is like, this is the year the movie plays in. So we want to find a time way before that. So this is an old beer. So this is definitely hundreds of years old. So this might actually be, let's say this. Yeah. It looks awful. I do not like it. But we're gonna set this aside. We'll take care of it later. So, we got the name. We need to know what it is. So this is an ale. Vintage, it just says that because it's a vintage label, obviously. But what information do we want to get across? I also love the cool background design, almost a little bit floral, but it's just a line. Maybe I can fake it by getting this shape again. Maybe. Does it? Here's the... Oh, I hate this. Take the outline away. Make it darker. Just a little bit. It's like a watermark. Make it way thinner. How do I make it thinner? I can't make it thinner? What the hell? I can't make the line thinner? Are you serious? Unless I go really small. Well, that is just dumb. I could make... This would be incredible, an incredible amount of work. I could, of course, make my own design by stacking these like this and this. That would be pretty cool, but that's too much fucking work. I'm not gonna do that. Am I? Kind of. Nah. Okay, let's try it out. Just duplicate it a couple times. Oh, why does he do that? When I obviously... Look, I have this. This is the one thing that really drives me up the wall with this fucking program. I obviously have the one thing selected. Why does the background think I want to move it? Not even the background, just some random thing. This function, obviously, I love. Look how beautiful it clicks into its own symmetry. Gorgeous. I could go on like this. Fuck you. We're just looking at this now. We're not looking at this. Nah, this looks too stiffy, doesn't it? Yeah. Nope, I don't like it. Boop, 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 boop. We're gonna go back, delete all of that. Everything. I mean, that's what we're doing. Experimenting. We can try and find... Oh man, a floral decoration. What? Floral decoration. Like this. Check this out. That in the background, that would work. Just get that. And the color isn't too loud, which is great. Yep, let's save that. Let's check out if we find some more, maybe. The color is important because I can't really change the color in the afterwards anymore. Alright, I think we're good. I think we're just gonna go with it. So let's find that image. This one. Let's see. Again, we can and we have to use the masking tool. This is the tough part, because this is this is just my feeling. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm gonna take a little bit out of the middle as well. It's tough because the symmetry is completely off. Let's just pretend we're happy to go with that. No, wait, hang on. I have to get rid of these edges. Just a straight line down the edge, down the corner. Get rid of these corners, yeah. Okay. Okay. Look. That's good. That works. The circle is nice because... Hi, please, no. No, you son of... Yes. Circle's nice. We can put... I mean, it's the same here, you know? There is a space around here that we can use to fill, to put information in. Yeah. Right. I really hate this sign. I'm gonna get rid of it. Alright, but what we're gonna do is text. We need Winning Boy is the company, and what we have is beer. Beer. Just maybe premium beer. Premium. It's German, obviously, so it's an Edelpilz. Which is a Pilsner. Color is a bit too pale. We might want to jump into the red color this time. What are we thinking? Sure. I don't hate it. Yeah. Why not? Let's go for it. Yeah. Also, I need to fix that mask again. I do apologize. Because this needs to go back. Yeah. And whatever it is I fucking did here, I do not like it. Make a beautiful half circle. That looks more deliberate. Okay. I'll try to get rid of these by making the brush a little bit harder. 1, 2, 3. That worked like a fucking charm. This corner as well. Yeah, much better. Cool. Edelpilz. We need some kind of writing up here. So we got Edelpilz, that's good. I do want the time. We need the alcohol levels. And of course we need this around the edges. Okay, so German beer is brewed nach dem Cartouche. Let's see where that leads. Nach dem deutschen Reinheitsgebot gebraut. That's quite a lot of writing. I think this writing could go all around. Like, we write something like handgeernteter Hopfen trifft auf no, that's not the problem. Now we're talking. Yes. Make it 45 degrees. Is that how that works? Look at us figuring this shit out together. It's not exactly working perfectly, but this is gonna work out brilliantly. Trifft auf What I also like to do is integrate maybe a little bit of humor, a little bit of joke into my designs, because why fucking not? This is my buddy Kim. I already told you. You could tell this is like half of the symbol of radioactive material, which is why I'm not quite sure what it says anymore because I totally forgot. But I think it makes you glow or something like that. Yeah. So it's not haha funny, but it's just put in a joke. So okay, let's size it up properly. I mean, this R and this U are enormous compared to the rest, but do I care? I do care. I do care, actually. Let's make it a bit thicker. Let's give it a 20 outline. Ooh, that's big. Ooh, that's thick. Ooh. And that's still too close, man. That needs to be more spacious. Yeah. Now we're talking. Let's make this a little bit smaller. Just a teeny tiny bit. See, the outline makes it all round, which I don't like. This is nice and pointy, but it's so small, I don't give a shit. Oh man, what a project. Let's figure out that sign again. How about this? Because I still want it to say... Yeah. Now, come on. That's working much better. Give it an outline, but give it a small one. Shut up. We can have it overlap, sure. And then we'll just give it a established in 2103. Yeah, I think that works. Come on. Color of it all is important as well. Here's one thing we need to change. At the minute, this thing, this form this shape I just put in is overlapping with 2 golden lines, but only the bottom line, only halfway. That is ridiculous. That looks awful. So we're gonna have it interfere with the top line fully, but not the bottom line. And now we will put this right in the middle, like that. It's too big in my opinion. I'm gonna make it smaller. All of it. The font size smaller, but certainly the shape smaller. Yeah. What is that now? What is this? What is that? So the shape just fucks off at some point. That's ridiculous. What the hell? So I can't make it smaller than a certain size. Ridiculous. Now I have to find the middle. That looks good. You see the line goes through from top to bottom. That means it's the middle of the entire thing. This line only goes to the top of the writing. So I found the middle of the writing up here. It's pretty cool how it orientates itself on. This is probably the middle of this writing, whatever. But obviously we want to go right in the middle. Okay, and this, yep, as well. Cool. Now, I think this is pretty good. This space up here is a little empty. We can fill it with some things. I'm thinking also about changing this brown color. Maybe with a color we already have existing. Maybe the golden one. Oh, look at that. Let's try it. Or maybe, because that killed the contrast a bit, maybe we use still the gold, but maybe a darker, I think we're almost back to the start, but I like it much better. And it's a reoccurring color. It's not a random color we just picked for fun. We did pick it out of the color palette that we already have, which I like. Nice. Okay, what are we missing? I'm thinking of redoing this. The background. The mask. I'm not happy with this, I think I'm just gonna redo it. I think we should have the background there. Yeah. Why not? And now we are going to add a text again. It says down here 5% ALK. But in Germany it says something else. What the hell is this? Give me a German beer, man. What is all this craft brew stuff? Craft beer is... I'm sorry, I have an opinion about craft beer, but I'm not going to share it here because I might get cancelled. See, look at this label. This is not good. This red is too pink. This font is not premium enough. No beer label has an image of a beer, and it's not even. It's a clip art. This is a clip art. It looks cheap. That's definitely not what we were going for, right? Why can't I find this? Just look for a specific brand, because it doesn't say. Oh man, just give me the back side of it. Are you kidding me? There you go. This is what it says. 4.8% VOL, volume. That's what I need. That's what I want. What did it say? I already forgot. 4.8. Let's make it a stronger one. Let's make it a 6.2%. Is that correct? Percent, yes. How am I this forgetful? So this is what it looks like. Now this is just a random writing, which should go down here. Just fill out the space down here. I like it. We still need something for the top here. What are we gonna do? A crown? They have a crown. They have whatever the hell this is. Maybe that's what I need. A crown, maybe? Or let's find something. So this guy. Oh fuck! I just noticed something. It's almost the same color now. I think that is bothering me. That is bothering me. Let's change that again. Oh man. Damn it. I'm just gonna make it a bit darker though. Just a bit. I think we're almost back to where we started. Ridiculous. That's the job, guys. That's the job. Yeah, whatever. Alright. So this guy is a woodworker. He teaches woodworking. There is a specific name in German which I can't think of in English. It's wood technique. Yeah. So maybe we will choose... I have a great idea. I have a great idea. Nope. Let's go to... graphic design. Yep. Let's find a saw blade. Of course, that is not existent. Saw blade, 2 words. Yes. Now. Am I looking for something specific? Yes, I am. I'm looking for a real image of a saw blade. This is cool. It would be great if it was golden. Oh, it's got an awful drop shadow behind it. Maybe I have a different idea as well. Good, maybe. Yeah, I want this. How do I? Like this? This is what I mean. This is what I want. Let's go for it. Probably it's not gonna work, maybe. I'll just try. The color isn't too bad. Color scheme works. A realistic image doesn't, though. I might have to find a clip art. Maybe this is the first time I'm gonna use a sticker. No, obviously we do not have what I'm looking for. This is faces. Is it just faces? There's a crown. Oh, there's a crown. What if I use the crown? But can I make it black and white? No, actually not black and white. I don't want it black and white. I want it just golden. What if I combine the two? I'm just testing here, you know? Maybe that could be the company logo. Like this. It's got something, but not the right thing. I mean, we're just joking around anyway, aren't we? This looks like a beer label crown. Look at that. Now, obviously it blends right into the background, which is awful. We can change that. I'm gonna go for that. What the hell? I can stretch it? Since when can I stretch this? Is it because of the transformation? That's very good to know. Was I able to do that always? So you learn something new every day. Alright, look, what I'm gonna do is this. Just gonna put this further apart. Actually, I'm gonna make it tall and skinny. Skinny like this, not quite as tall. Gonna put this right here in the middle. Gonna put this. I hate the crown. I hate the crown. See, color grading is insane. You can make... This used to be blue and I made it completely disappear. The blue tint, blue color. Put this on here. I still don't like the tree stump. I will be honest. I'm gonna look for a saw blade. Now we're talking. Get this fucker out of here. This one goes on top. Here's one thing I'm gonna do. I'm gonna emboss it. Can I do that? Emboss the bitch. What did I do with this? 45, 90, 180. Yeah. I think these things annoy me, but I'm gonna leave it that way. Yep, that's it. Guys, we did it. This is how I create this kind of stuff. All that's left to do is design the back side of the bottle. And also most bottles have a label around the neck, which is easy to do because, as you can tell, it's just a simplified version of what's on the front anyway. So I'm probably just gonna get rid of all this writing and just have this as the neck part. Yeah. Anyway, quick and dirty design for a beer label. I think we did good. But for now, we're gonna print this out and we're gonna stick it on our bottle and we'll see how it looks. We cut it out, which I'm terrible at. First of all, what the fuck? Why is this blue again? I changed the color. What the hell? Doesn't matter now. That's not too bad. Alright, let's get this off the back. One other thing I did change is the color of the beer bottle. Found this beer bottle with a very interesting shape. And we'll just... Alright, I think that went pretty well. There's more bottles waiting. Follow this page so you don't miss an update. See you later.